Welcome here now to Monza for round 11 of the TSRL Season 1. I didn't know we were starting. It's a nice sunset, as I don't think it's meant to be. Many people aren't in. It's all been a mess, as every race is at the start, but oh well, we will just carry on as normal. As we see RTF pro player that I believe is Ruduhan. I'm sorry, so sorry. I don't know how to pronounce any names. As he comes now round Curve Grande and into the second chicane. As Ben retires, as he's serving a qualifying. I'm not entirely sure, but I know part of it is last race on lap 16 at the safety car restart. I'm not sure what happened, but he took out his own teammate, and well, he didn't take him out. He ruined the race of his own teammate and one of the Ferraris. I believe it was Demi, but I'm not 100% sure. As now many people are heading on to the outlaps. Let's see through the traffic. What time is it going to be? It's only his first lap, and the first lap of as that's the has to impede the I can't think, the Aston of as he now takes him out. Marcus has now taken out his own teammate. He's just turned into, I'm not sure what he was doing, he's weaving his tyres, excessive weaving, and he's turned in to the front tyre of Rodihan. That is, I don't even know what to say, that's insane. I never thought that would happen on his first flying lap, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be a bit of a chunk of penalty for Marcus Supra. We'll see what it looked like on his onboard after the race. Now we'll look at Casper. He's actually the team principal of AlphaTauri, but today he's going to be racing due to a lack of drivers. He now comes around Curve Grande. Nope, got the corners wrong. They both look the same. He now comes down the straight, heading on to, well, soon will be heading on to Escarum for what I believe, I think he's in front to be the first full lap, I believe, and that's a caution in sector 3, and that's the Ferrari of, I think, Smelly Jelly, but I'm not 100% sure. No, it's not, it's Staney. No, it's Trout Racer, sorry. Just on his outlap, just letting the McLaren through. There's now Ryan Steelix goes P1 with a 123, and Lucas got a 121.2, and behind him Sonny with a 121.2 as well. Only 25 milliseconds separating them, as now we see Marcus Supra, who has a 5-place grid penalty with a 144.6 that I believe might have just been a cooldown lap. He might have spun. or something. It might have just been a bad lap with the broken front wing, I believe, that came off the Aston. Is now Alfie just goes a little bit faster than that, I believe, and that's Silver that goes P4 with a 1:21, and that's Yin who now goes P1. Sorry, Silver's P4, now he's going P5. Yin with a P1 1:19.6. It's a provisional pole, but is it going to be pole at the moment? I doubt so with this lap, but it could be pole with another. Let's focus on someone else. Let's focus on our current provisional pole holder, as I think he's just on a cooldown lap. Yeah, he is. He's lifting there, but I don't think Sonny, and that's Sonny and Kevin that pull into the pit lane. But I think that's Alfie on a flying lap. He's weaving a little bit, so I'm not sure if it is, or he might just be struggling. It looks like he's struggling with grip going into Ascari. I think he might be boxing unless he wants to just head on to another lap, and he might be just weaving to slow down as he goes off the track. That's invalidated. I think, if I'm correct, he'll be invalidated for next lap too, so I believe he'll be pulling into the pit lane. Yes, he does. As what's Track Racer going to do? We know he's very fast, and he says, I think he was the one who said he likes Monza very much, so no, he's not. He's the opposite. He's the one who's never finished a Monza race on F1 23 as he spins Ascari. We've seen a lot as Alfie had to lift there just to not spin, as there's tyre grip really low there. Spins the car, just lack of grip. Is now, I'm pretty sure that's everyone except from Track Racer and Rico, that I believe Track Racer will be heading into the pit lane, but that's Luca who's coming out. He sees the opportunity as barely anyone's out, and I think it's only Track Racer. Track Racer hasn't pulled into pit lane, but Fire Steelix has just come out. He's at turn 1 right now. As you see Rico just harvesting ERS and draining some fuel, as well as seating tyres, all three at the same time. He's now going to go on to his first flying lap as he heads down to turn 1, brake at the 100, well, that's where I brake, just after the 100 metre boards, or just before, where how safe you want to be. But in quali, it's not about how safe you want to be, it's how fast you want to be, and everyone wants to be fast. So he heads around Curve Grande all flat out, with those micro adjustments, and that's sector 2 caution. I can see that on the menu out there, just a few slow cars as Rico takes some few corners very nicely. Is now there's a yellow flag round Curve Grande. That's just the slow car of Kevin Orley. Yes, it is. As he heads, as Rico now heads down to Ascari through the first one, as he goes off there. He didn't lose traction, but he was definitely losing some grip there as there's traffic in front. Are they going to impede? I think they're too far in front to do that, so Rico should be fine. He might even get the slipstream off of that Ferrari. What's it going to be?
Weather stream.
Sorry, that's just Ethan being a bit stupid, just randomly joining. Obviously, but that's going to be a P3 for Rico, 1:26. It did look like a good lap. It's very nicely put together. As Yin's about to go into a flying lap, we'll see what he can do. Coming out of Ascari, that looks really close. Lots of traffic down there, but we're just going to focus on Yin, see what he can do. Is our provisional pole sitter, can he improve? Let me just turn on. Got where it was. It was lap data, isn't it? Yeah, this might not be entirely right, but we'll just use it to see if he's up or down in the different sectors. And in sector 1, it's going to be down by only 50 milliseconds, so he's going to try and push that. He doesn't need to push much to improve, he just needs to be a bit cleaner than his previous lap. It looks like there's 2 cars stopped at turn 1 and 2, and that's Alfie goes provisional pole with a 119.5, but is Yin going to try and defend that and grab it back? We'll see now. He's 5 milliseconds up, but can he just improve by that tiny little bit in sector 3? Can he get the best run down to Parabolica, and can he stay on the edge at Parabolica? Is he going to brake at the right time? He brakes as late as possible. He brings the car out wide using all the rip he can get and pulls into the pit lane. He doesn't feel that was a good lap, but I think that was quite a good lap. He could have done something there. Let's focus on Alfie. What's he doing in the sector 2? No, that's just invalidated. What about Kevin? If I'm correct, I think that's... No, it's not. Through that chicane, it looked like AI driving with his wheel jittering. What's it going to be in sector 2? He's going to be up or down? He's going to be down by 5 seconds. I don't think there's any saving that. What's Adam going to do though? He's in the Red Bull, a late switch as Lucas. Last second says he can race, and he's going to snatch a spot of Adam in that Mercedes. Because I think that was just Mayer who goes to 123 in P6. I'm not sure if it was, I just saw the time board change. Is Adam up or down though? It sounds like he's braking. He's going off. Yeah, he is. Down by 5 seconds, that's not a proper lap. But who's up by 2/10 is Silver, near the same place. As in, he's just keeping all the grip, trying to be clean through there, send himself down to Parabolica. Does he get in the braking zone right? Yes, he does. He goes a little bit deep there, as he uses a little bit of the runoff area. As he goes in 3/10 faster for a P10 with a 129. Is anyone going to beat Alfie's time with a 119.5? I think around this minute is when we will see people start plummeting out the pit lane. So that's really close between Silver and that Aftari. I thought he was going to get spun around then. Yes, beautiful line from Silver there. That's the type of line I always use. Just trying to get back to the pit lane as quick as possible. Maybe get a fresh set of tyres for the last run he's going to get. It looked like he was almost sideways there, Sonny. And I think he was about to be sideways as he goes wide. And then he pulls into the pit lane. Everyone's now going to just try and get a new set of tyres on, as Silver's using that beautiful line once again. He's going to try and get to the pit lane. As soon as they get them new tyres on, it's going to be out the pit lane and just rummaging to see if they can try and find that last lap and put it all together. And it's now Alfie who's trying to be safe. He pitted quite early and he's ready to go out. You think it's the right time? I think he's going to spend some time burning fuel.
Jack, you
And stuff like that.
NPC. You NPC. You NPC.
Is that's Ethan there being annoying as he does sometimes. I think Alfie's going to be on this flying lap soon. No, he's not. He's been really slow, burning lots of fuel and warming up his tyres as much as he can. Someone who is on a lap though is Phyllis Helix. No, he isn't. He's just trying to get around the line. That's 5 seconds down. So that's everyone on their out lap, and I think it's going to be Alfie that's going to get the first lap set from Fire Steelix. But I think Fire Steelix tyres are going to be a bit warm to get that P1, but we will see from our time board as that Alfie goes wide, but he's been so slow this lap he won't get invalidated, and especially he's too far back to get invalidated for next lap. Sorry that it's just Ethan keeps drawing in the commentary box. Okay, and now Alfie's gonna put his foot to the pedal and his pedal to the metal. It's gonna be flat out into turn 1, brake as late as possible, but hit that. It hit both of the apex, whoosh the steering wheel the other way straight away. He now keeps to the inside round curve grande. There was a little bit of a lift there. I'm not sure how much time that was cost him. That's a bit of a look up there, but a perfect line around that second chicane. He flies through there, he goes wide. It's not going to be quite invalidated, but that's definitely going to cost him quite a lot of time. How far up is he? We'll see in just a moment. Coming under the bridge. He's up by just 14 milliseconds, and he just needs to keep that consistency for the rest of the lap. He just sends himself down to Parabolica. He's going to try and get the fastest lap time he can. He might even get another lap, but I don't think he'll have enough ERS as his look on his steering wheel to make that, as there's a little bit of an adjustment there that might have costed him a bit of time. How fast is it going to be? It's going to be new. I think that's improved by a 1/10 and a half. It's 1:19.3. That's his quali done, I think. It's Phyllis Helix done. What's Yin going to do? Yin's in the pit lane. That's Yin's done. It's no pole for our first provisional pole holder. What's Kevin going to do? He misses the apex there. That's going to cost him quite a lot of time. It might not be much time, but that's going to back off. That's Kevin done. Fire Steelix done. Mayor's off. Is he going to be out? I've just switched to that. He spun off. That's Mayor's quali done. Rico's done. Sonny's done. Lucas is not done. Lucas is now done. He's sent himself up to P4 with a 1:19.7. And is it Silver done? Silver's off. That must have costed it. He's 1.1 tenths up as well. That's probably costed him just enough to not improve. That's his quali done, and that's everyone's quali done, I believe, because May's not going to get a better lap. Is Kevin backed off tons? Kevin isn't going to get a better lap, and that's going to be Alfie on pole position. Wow, what a qualifying session. As we just watched Mayor, he's probably going to do donuts, because I'm pretty sure people know Mayor by now. He's going to drive backwards and probably get disqualified. What is he doing? Mayor, we need to get on with the race. Mayor. That's Mayor. Not in the pit lane. Knew I was going to do that. Is he going to be in the pit lane? Come on. You can go in there. Go on. Yep. That's Mayor's quali done. Alfie our pole position holder with Marcus straight behind, Yin behind him. It's Lucas, then Kevin, then Lewis, then Casper, then Mayor, then Rico, then Sonny, then Silva, then Adam, then Luca, then Jordan, then Rudahan. Oh, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Then Mikey, then Ben. Ben's claiming he's going to go laughter first, but is that going to happen? We all know that Lewis is very fast, him in the Ferrari in P6, but is he going to be fast enough to hold off our extremely quick Ben? And that's just preview of Kevin getting his P5 in the top 5, and that's rounding off for qualifying. Guys, it will be Yin and I can't think. Lucas in P2 and 3, and Kevin's gonna be knocked up to P4. Lewis P5, and I think Casper to P6. As we know, when Marcus took out Ruduhan, he got a 5-place grid penalty. For that. Didn't realise there's 5 red lights and it's away we go. I didn't even know that. I didn't hear any of the beeping that it'd normally be. And it's lights out and away we go as they head down to tier 1. I knew turn 1 was going to be a bit hectic as we see Sonny, I think, on two wheels. He's been pushed off, and that's Yin, who now leads the race ahead of Alfie by 1 second now. But Kevin's going to be closing on Alfie, but he's not going to get it, I don't think. But Adam, I think, is now side by side. Got passed by the Mercedes, and the Mercedes is going to go straight into the side of Mikey. I'm not sure what's happened there. Mikey's already gone from second to last up to P6, and Ben's already made his self up 6 places. As that's Alfie, who's left the session accidentally. I'm going to be instantly inviting him there. I'm not sure what's going to happen. That's Firesteelix. He's going to get a 5-second penalty for track limits there. As we see Lucas heads over the curbs at Ascari, and it's going to be sending it down around the outside into Parabolica, but he's going to get the move done before the corner. But Lucas isn't going to like that. Lucas is going to fight back, but I don't think Lucas is going to get it. No, he isn't. Alfie's dropping back many positions as he's now ghosted. I'm just going to send a ton of invites there as he brakes. I think that was Mikey who brake checked Adam, and Adam ended up brake checking Lucas. I don't think there's any damage there. Mikey somehow in P3. I'm not sure if he was in the right grid position. As that's a big battle there. As we see the Red Bull of Marcus Super in the background gets sent off the track. It's all so messy back here. this Alfie's going to go from P1, starting P1, all the way down to 10th, and it's going to be to last, I think, at this rate. But Rico's going to be side by side with Smelly Jelly, and he's going to get it before Ascaria. As Ben's now closing on P4, he started last. But he's now in P5, and he's hunting down for P4 already. He's got past Lewis, his main enemy, so he's most likely, if nothing happens, gonna grab P4. Adam's also closing in behind him. He's using his ERS. Is he gonna send it up the inside? No, he isn't. He's not. He doesn't think he's gonna make that move. But Adam's gonna think about it as Ben takes a weird line, but he's gonna use a line that gives him a really nice exit out of there. It's just a one big train. But that's side by side between Lucas and Mikey. Mikey's gonna try and keep it. I don't think he leaves Lucas quite enough room. Lucas is now backing off. I think it was legal overtakes. And then now due to his back off. And that's Mikey who gets sent off the track. He's into the barrier. Is he out? I don't think so. It's a virtual safety car though. He just went off. That was a driver error, I believe. He just went off the track and himself facing towards barrier. I'm surprised he wasn't out on that instant. He's dropped down to P12. That's virtual safety car is ended now. Who's that pulling to the side of the track? I believe that's Med. He's just about gonna get past Rudahan. That was really close there. Is Lucas dropping back tons? I don't know what he's done. I don't know if he's spun or something, but that's side by side between the two Red Bulls of Adam and Marcus. Is Adam, but that's Mikey who's out of the session. It's going to be a full safety car. I'm not sure he's at. It's at turn number 1. I think he might have hit the AlphaTauri of Casper, but I'm not quite sure. This might change the race because it's about trains of on average like 3 cars, and then 3 seconds ahead, 3 cars, 3 seconds ahead, 3 cars. So now it's all going to be one big train. Let's focus on our leader, Yin, who's made it from, I believe, P3, I think, or maybe P2, up to P1. And he's stuck there most of the way, but he's gonna have Kevin and Ben right behind him. The two McLarens might work together just to get past him, but we know Ben's pace Ben might just say, I don't want to work together. I know that's going to benefit you. It's probably not going to benefit me with my pace. And he might try and overtake Kevin and then go really aggressive on Yin to try and take that P1. Is that's Alfie who rejoins the session. He's down in P9. That's actually not so bad, but he started P1, so he's going to be a bit annoyed with that. Let's just focus on the birthday boy. It's Mayor's birthday today, 1st of December, as we start the Christmas times. As he just gets overtaken by Sonny. Sonny now gets 3 seconds and drops to last. But it might be this lap when safety car's in, and that's the AlphaTauri of Casper, who just sent himself into the wall. I'm not sure if he's been spun around or if he put himself into the wall. That might even trigger the safety car to go round once more, because I think it would normally be in this lap. It is in this lap and it's not going to trigger. They're not going to care. But Casper is going to catch up anyway. What's Yin going to do? But mainly, how's Ben going to treat his teammate? Is he going to work together, or is he just going to say, no, I want to get past you? We will see in just a few moments time, and that will be when Yin thinks it's the right time to accelerate. And that time to accelerate must be soon, as everyone's cramping up. It's just a big pile of cars. You can sense an incident coming. Look at that. That is a mess. I'm gonna screenshot that. What a sight. And that's gonna be Yin. He's gonna say foot to the floor. But what's Ben gonna do? Ben hits that inside curve and he's gonna go wide, and that's gonna be Trap Racer who's gonna try and make the benefit on that. Is he gonna make the benefit of that? He's gaining. He's got his ERS on. He's gonna pull to the outside. Ben's gonna block that, nearly brake check him. But is Lewis gonna try and get that better exit? No, he's not, because it's going to be Ben who takes the exit line. As we see now, Luca getting a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, and maybe track limits, a few contacts here and there. But that's side by side between Luca and Rohan as they nearly collide, and it's now 3 wide with Luca getting involved. They now drop behind, and that's a spinning car sent off into the gravel, and that's multiple spinning cars sent off into the gravel. That's Jordan, Rico, and Casper. Casper's been so unlucky for all of this, as he's been position changing and position changes, and that's going to be the Aston Martin. He got taken out in quali. He's going to be taken out in the race on lap 7. It's going to be instantly going to be a safety car. It is now the train of safety cars is going to come. That was an incident at the second chicane. Now I think he might just been touched, and then he got sent spinning into the barriers. That's really unlucky from him. He's been unlucky all race and all quali. As we now see Ben, that's a bit weird. There's no overtaking on safety car. Somehow Track Racer's done it, and he's got away with it, but he's pulling into the pit lane anyway. And Ben has got past Yin's box, but still he's going to try and pull away as far as possible and then box. As we see most of the backfield boxing, as we see a huge train there, as it's Lewis, he just comes out in front of Yin, just there. I'm just gonna check the Discord. Lewis, who overtook over under safety car, but he's now taken past. Is now the birthday boys in P6. He's so happy about that. But he doesn't realise everyone's booked. He's just gonna get, well, he might get past again, as he's just gonna go. That's a weird line, as I think he's gonna be next lap. Well, we can say going on to this next lap is gonna be the safety car in, I think, because of how it's been, and that straight racer into Alfie, who's just swapping positions. As that's Jesus, and that's Messi who just sends himself off the rubber, giving himself marbles for no reason, and cutting back onto the track where he could have sent himself out of this race. See you again on safety car restart. I think his safety car in this lap though is when Ben wants to go, we go, and that's a 5-second penalty. It's a 5-second penalty for Rico, who can get that overdone. And look at it again in Monza, the traffic, everyone's just side by side, and I think Ben's gonna go just about now, and Ben's already gained a second, and Lucas is gonna try. He's on the back of Kevin, but too far to make a move. But it's side by side between Luca and Silva. Who's going to come out ahead? Silva's got the inside line, but Mark is just going to slip around. But Mayer's going to say thank you very much. He's going to slip through. He's going to overtake Silva. Silva really benefits from that. He gets pushed wide, and then now it's side by side between Super and Lucas. Super is just about going to get the position, but now Kevin's going to be worried, which he can have people who are flying pace, and Mayer's going to try and send it up the inside for P3, but he cuts the track. He couldn't quite make the corner. He braked himself too late. He thinks he's going a bit too fast. Is nuts now. Everyone's flying around that corner as we see track racer get pushed nearly off of the track. And now, but Sonny's going to say thank you very much. Is he going to send it up the inside? No, he isn't, but he might think about it for turn one. He might even think about it on the straight. He has to lift because Lucas gets a horrible exit. He's now side by side with him. he's going to have to go all the way around the outside at Parabolica, and I'm not sure if he's going to get it done. He's going to send it all the way around side. What a move! He does get it done, but he doesn't quite, as Lucas then just slips back through, and Ben, fastest lap, and it's now side by side between Alfie and Lucas, and it's going to be 3 wide between, and that's a big crash now, and May, the birthday boy, who was up in P5, is now out with Lewis. Now, Ben's chance. Wow, what has happened there? It just automatically cuts to the scene of Mayer and Lewis both out of this race, missing tyres. Wow. I don't know what to say. It's his birthday, he's really unlucky, and he's out. He was doing so well, and then boom, click of a finger, he's gone. I'm just gonna message him on Discord. Mayer's now saying it's his fault. He didn't know where to go. He hits Kevin's rear, and he spun into the wall, and then into Lewis. He's missing it, and just saying he deserves a few penalty points. As we see, pit, as many engineers say box. As Luca's now into P4, and as Casper that's into was in P3, now he's in P5, I'm not sure, he just stopped on the side of the track. So that's Luca in P3, Yin in P2, and Sonny in P1. What a drive from Sonny. He's just been sending it everywhere he can. This is probably his best performed race so far. But can he keep it this way? We will see. It's 4 DNF so far, 13 people remaining, and the safety car anytime soon will come in. Is it this lap? I don't think it is, as it would normally be announced now. No, it isn't. It will, if it's not this lap, it will most definitely be next lap. Box for Kevin and Smelly. I'm not sure, as Mayer said, he hit the rear of Kevin, so I'm not sure if he has damage, and the DRS might have stuck open, or it might have stuck closed, so the mechanics are just gonna have a fiddle with that and fix that up, as they're both now about to exit the pit lane. this lap, but Sonny's not going to quite understand that he has to wait a little bit as the pack isn't going to get so bunched. It's still going to be looking the same as it was, as the safety car's still not in, and Sonny's coming around, just still following it. And it's going to be quite late, and I don't think it's going to be the right time, but Sonny's just going to go. He's not going to get the most benefit. It's going to be the most benefit if you go around this corner, and so Yin's going to say thank you very much, along with Luca. They're going to go side by side. Luca's not about going to slip through, but who is going to be Yin. It's so close, and in the back there, that's many people who have damage. That's as now the Williams spins round into the barrier. What is going on here? As it's switching now in the front between, as that's Luca, who's just go to the authority left, and that's Yin, who's now leading with Ben behind, Luca behind him, and our previous race winner, just leader, it just started this lap, is Sonny. I think that's the Casper that is spun round or is just slowed down a mega bunch. But now it's going to be side by side between Ben and Yin. Ben's just about going to snatch a position, but I believe Yin's going to get the DRS. No, DRS won't be enabled yet, but he's going to send it down the back straight. Is he going to gain? Yes, he is. He's on the rear, and it's now side by side between Ben and Yin. Ben's squeezing him, trying to get him off, get him out of his way, and Yin has nowhere to go. He has to stop behind, and Luke is going to say thank you very much. He's going to send it all the way around the outside at Curva Grande. He's not wasting any time in this race. He wants to get as high in the leaderboards as he can, and it's a battle between Kevin and Alfie, and Alfie just slips past Kevin, and Yin's gonna get back past Luca. I think Luca didn't get the best exit he could have done, as penalties. Yin's got 5 seconds, and that's going to be upgraded to a 6 second for Luca. And it's going to be upgraded to an 8 second for Yin. But Sonny's only going to have the 3 seconds. Is Sonny going to get a miracle podium? As Luke is going to try and send it up the inside. He's not going to try and about make it. He's going to try and get a better run than Yin onto the main straight. And I think he does do that. It's DRS enabled. But it's 1 lap too early for... It's 1 lap too late for Luca, but Luca doesn't need the DRS, but he locks the rears up and heads straight on. I think he pushes Yin off. He's going to definitely have to hand that position back, as that's Casper again that went off. It's Alfie's going to be overtaken, and I think Alfie once again's PlayStation has messed up and turned off. That's the wrong person. Yep, it has. He's been kicked out of F1. But Luca's going to be hunting down Yin, as that's a big moment for him there, as he's going to hit the curb wrong, and he's going to go spinning round. His rears are done. He's looked him up many times, and he's nearly going to spin again. His rears are done. He was fighting for P2, and now he's down in P10. But Marcus Super is going to try and get onto the back of Kevin Orley. He's going to have the DRS, and he's going to have the ERS. He's going to send himself down the back straight. He's not going to use his ERS, but I think he's going to try and make a move, as it's caution in sector 3. That's just ran thingy, and it's 5 second penalty, speeding in the pit lane, Luca, and he can't take it. He's rage quitted. Now 12 drivers remaining, as Marcus Super is going to be 1, and he wants to be in P2. He's fighting, he's looking up the inside, he's peeping. He's going to get a better exit than Kevin, heading out of the second chicane. There's a train behind him. I believe Lucas behind him is also catching up. Whereabouts is Sonny? I haven't realised that. Sonny's dropped off. I'm not sure if he boxed or if he spun or anything like that. But Marcus Super's going to send it up the inside. Well, he's going to try to. He doesn't quite get it done. He's going to just save it for the back straight. He's going to try and get ERS. He's going to have the DRS. ERS plus DRS equals speed. And his speed at the tempo is speed. It's going to be another overtake Marcus Super if he executes this perfectly. And yes, he does. He gets straight past him, but no, he doesn't. Kevin's gonna fight back as he hits the back of Marcus Super. He bounces across the curb. There's nothing he could have done to stop hitting him. Luckily, Marcus didn't spin. His Ben is acting like Max Verstappen now. He might as well be in a Red Bull, as he's now 7 seconds ahead already, dominating this race. There's 9 laps left. There's been no restarts. There's been 5 DNS. Most of those. One of those is a rage quit, and then Mayer and Lewis had an incident, and Mikey just got really unlucky, and so did Rodan. Got sent into the barriers. Lucas is going to be gaining and gaining and gaining onto Marcus Supra, but he's not going to try and get it. He's not gaining that much, as I'm not sure if he looked up or he's just letting through his, what would technically be his teammate of Kevin Lorley, to try and get back past Marcus Supra. He's going to have the DRS. He's not going to deploy his ERS yet. I think he's going to just try and harvest that for now, as the marker boards are gone, and that's going to mess up Marcus's braking zone, and it's going to be side by side between Kevin and Marcus Supra. He's going to try and go all the way around the outside at Curve Grande. He's not going to get it done there, but is he going to get it done at that second chicane? He's going to have the inside line. What is that camera angle? And I think he has got it done now, but Marcus is going to try and fight back. He's pulling alongside, but he's not going to try and get it. One turning is his front look destroyed. He has to turn in so early and still gets a bad exit. And Lucas is going to try and benefit from that. But I'm not sure if he will. For now, as he hasn't got DRS as his tyres, and that's sideways for Kevin Orley. As for some reason Marcus lifts, he might want a bit of a battle as he downshifts. I'm not sure if that was by accident. That could have been an easy overtake, but he decides not to. I'm not quite sure why. He's going to have ERS, and oh no, he might want to keep the DRS. He's going to have ERS. As soon as the DRS comes on, he's going to stop deploying the ERS, and he's going to cleanly get past him before turn 1. But the other Red Bull that's looking for an overtake is Adam. He's tired of looking at the back of that Mercedes rear wing. As rest of our drivers are quite far spread. Apart. Are just now 11 seconds ahead for Ben. He's just flying. Now, as it's not going to be very long until he's going to see the back of Casper's rear wing, but that's going to be for Kevin Orley. He's going to gain and gain on Marcus Supra, and I think he's going to get it as he's slight turning into Mark Supra. I'm not sure if that's done anything there. Yes, he has. He sent him off for his scurry. That's definitely going to be an investigation, and Lucas is going to benefit off that. Is he going to get anything? He's going to get the DRS. I'm pretty sure he has ERS. ERS plus DRS equals speed, as once again I say, and he's gonna. I'm not sure if he's deploying ERS. Let me just see. No, he's not currently, but he has his DRS on, and it's Adam that's side by side with him. I didn't even notice. You couldn't see the front wing. Is he's looking all over the back of that Mercedes as a caution in sector 1, as that's just someone who stopped. That's Alfie who spun it at turn 1, and it's now side by side between Adam and Lucas, as Adam just gets left no space, but he's still on the track. And his teammate Marcus Supra, who was fighting for P2, was in P2, is going to slip back past. He's going to try and get past the Mercedes once again, and that's Silva, who's out of the race. I think he's just DNF'd in the pit lane. I'm not sure why, because that could have been points for him if there was some more DNFs, and that's going to be cutting off the track for Marcus Supra as he nearly hits his teammate. That might be investigated for a dangerous rejoin there, as it's going to be no overtaking in this part of the track. Well, not this part. You'll be at the pit exit and now heading into the braking zone of turn 1, and Marcus is going to gain on Adam. He's going to get straight past him, as I thought he was going to hit. Who is that there? Just sat there. Is that Rico? Who is? That might be the dead body of as Yin just gets past Alfie as he's boxing. Yin, who came from P1, is now in P8. I'm not sure what's happened to his race. The safety car can change all of this. There's 5 laps left, and it's 12 seconds ahead is Ben. What a race from him. If he doesn't screw anything up, he is going to have the race of his life here in TSRL. Round 11. If you're just joining us, there's 5 laps left. There's been 6 DNFs as Mayer and Lewis collided. Mikey was in the barriers on lap, can't quite remember, and then Rojihan, I don't know how to pronounce his name, I'm so sorry if you're watching this, got sent into the barriers. He got taken out in quali as well, as all the gaps look like no one's going to be fighting anyone soon. In sector 3 is that Alfie that's just stopped. He spun it. He needs to get going before Casper gets past him, and Casper is going to get past him. I'm not sure what he's doing. He might have just costed himself points there, and I'm not sure exactly why. Jordan just about getting into DRS range of Sonny. As I believe Ferrari and Haas are partner teams, so they are teammates. Technically, I think. And I'm not sure if he's going to try and make the move on the last couple of laps here. There are 2 laps left. I don't know if it updates when this driver crosses the line. No, it doesn't, so it is lap 25. I think it goes off whenever Ben rounds the final corner. He's driving smoothly. He doesn't want to bottle this. As his caution in sector 3, and that's Casper that has gone round, I believe. He's got back going then. And Ben's new goal is what I think is to try and get past Casper. So it's going to be points for Alfie unless he manually retires. That would be no reason for. I'm not sure why he didn't have to DNF in the pit lane. So he listened to the rules and it's done. So there's 10 people left, 7 DNS. And the last lap there were 3 laps left. Now there are only 2 laps left, but this lap and next lap. Around the second chicane. Smelly actually gets really close to Yin, as I'm just going to have to watch where Ben is on the main map. As Smelly Deli's going to send it up the inside of Yin. He's going to be side by side going into turn 1, and they're going to bang wheels. But Yin's just going to come out ahead, as I'm now going to focus on Ben, that I can't say yet officially, but I think he's going to be our race winner. He has 1 debut win to our name last round in Zandvoort. He couldn't quite catch up to Sixton, who couldn't make it today. But who is going to make it today is Ben. He's now come around the final corner here in Monza, and he's going to win his 2nd race in TSRL. He dominated that. It's 14 seconds gap that he has gained from that, and that's focused on that battle with Smelly Jelly. I think that's over. As Kevin crosses the line, P2. It's a 1-2 from McLaren. I think they'll be quite happy about that. Lucas drops down because of penalties, all the way down now to P5, as it's a 3-4 for Red Bull, with Adam P4 and Marcus Supra in P3. And P5 is going to be Lucas Patterson with Sonny right behind him. There's then going to be Yin Mo Riz and Jordan Darling, I think, and it's going to be Enrico and Alfie that round out the last few people. What a race this was! It was so entertaining. As we now view Kevin with his second place as just in a moment as this driver of the day that won't be confirmed for the league, Marcus Supra. I'm not sure if it will be Marcus Supra, as we now see Ben hold up the British flag and they're going to stand on the podium above the pit lane of Monza. I'm sure the McLaren team will be very happy with that, with a 1-2 from their drivers as they now grab the champagne and start spraying each other with nothing. What a race we have had. So here is our final classification. It's going to be Ben, Kevin, Marcus, Adam, Lucas, Sonny, Yin, Jordan, Rico, Alfie, Casper, Silva, Lucas, Mayer, Louis, and Rohan, and Mikey, who is in P17. What a race! As I'm just gonna go through these. There's a lot of warnings there. And here are pit stops. There was an interesting few strategies from Rico: soft, hard, medium, 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 soft for Alfie, medium, medium, hard, medium for Casper, medium, hard, medium, medium for Silver, and soft, medium, hard, medium for Luca. As that's going to be the end of our race, but it's not going to be the end of the stream, as I think it will be post-race interviews. I'm just going to make the announcement now.
That's a bloody 1-2, mate.
Yes, just wait your turn. It's 1-2 for McLaren.
Oh,
As you know,
after
Khmer, can you just
crashes.
make this
Hello,
channel
I'm a Formula One
public?
a Red Bull, and I drive a lot of Formula One cars. And
Wait,
when the
Ben, you're last. You won it. So
Jack, can we have a
from
voice chat?
last to
Can we
first,
we
talk
know,
wins
Ben.
by
You're doing
11.
it last. You're doing it last. You're doing it last.
Jack, can I tell you what? Can we talk about Adam? P5 for a tier 2 drive.
Luca was
Not
probably going to
bad,
get
eh?
a tier 2.
Luca was on.
a
Luca was
P2.
on for the win potentially today, but then
I was on.
Yeah.
I was on for
yeah.
the P2.
And
One
no,
point.
you weren't, man. And Luca was possibly on for
I
the
was.
win, but then he
Jack, I was
binned it.
fighting with Kevin and Marcus P2.
Bro,
So
from
now we're gonna
last to
make
first, 11 and a
this
half second
public.
win.
Wait,
Oh.
Ben, you can say that when it's your turn, alright?
Good luck to the interviews, everyone. Thank you very much for McLaren 1-2, and we'll see you next week as
Let's try do it in order. At the moment, I think it was. Can't remember. I'm not doing it in order. Okay, let's just start with Lucas. Is there anything you want to say before I ask you a few questions?
No.
Yeah, it was a mega drive out there. What do you think of all the battles that occurred?
I hate this track, to be honest. I tried to stay out the battles as much as I could. I just wanted to stick behind Kevin and Supra because I knew they would battle and hopefully they would crash and spin each other out. But that didn't really go that way. So it was a good race though. I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did see that. You were just sitting behind them, trying to stay in the DRS. Overall, how do you think your race went?
I'm quite happy with it. I'm not the best at Monza, and I'm really happy about my qualifying. And the fact that I managed to keep up with everybody as well, like all the people I thought would be way quicker than me, I'm buzzing about it.
Yeah. Let's just end that there, as we have quite a few people to get on there. Thank you. Let's move on to Marcus. No, let's go on to Alfie. Actually, is there anything you want to say before I ask you some questions?
No, not really.
Overall, before you had all the issues with your console, how do you think it went?
All right, to be honest. I mean, we got pole by, I think it was like 2/10, but then no, yeah, Ying got a better start than me off the line, and then all the safety cars happened, and then the incident happened with my PlayStation that just wouldn't stop.
Yeah, it was a really good qualifying from you. About Rudahan, how did you? I'm pretty sure you were one of the drivers behind the incident. What do you think happened there, or were you not?
Wait, with me? Oh,
You can tell us about Mayor if you want.
well, I mean, I think I was battling when it happened. I saw me go into the air, but that's all I really saw. And then they were both in the barrier.
Yeah, with your spin, and then you just sat there. What was the reason behind that?
I just had no grip on the rears, and then I think the AlphaTauri was coming, so I just reversed onto the gravel. So then I wasn't in his way. But yeah,
Okay, let's just end that there. And I'll just go on to Marcus. Okay, Marcus, is there anything you want to say for asking questions?
No, nothing.
How do you think your race went overall?
I think it could have easily been better. Yeah, I was driving with wing damage for like 15 laps, so I was really struggling to keep up with Kevin and even Lucas. So it was really difficult to drive with.
Yeah, what was that? What was behind that incident in qualifying? Before the fast lap even occurred with Rudahan, as you were weaving, you didn't see him. Maybe I'm not sure what happened.
There was just so much going on. Like Kevin in front of me, he was about to start his lap. I wanted to make some gap between me and him. I was like keeping my tires warm, and then because like there wasn't really anywhere for me to go without like compromising my lap. I just didn't just didn't look behind me.
Yeah. Overall, how do you think your race went?
I don't know if I'm actually gonna keep this P3. Hopefully I am, but I feel like it could have been easy P2 if nothing went wrong.
Yeah, did you see Mayor's incident? Still not quite sure what happened. I'm trying to ask drivers to see what happened.
You mean Mayor with Lucas? Not Lucas, Kevin.
With track racer Lewis.
With that Ferrari?
Yeah,
Do you know where they crashed? Because Mayor just crashed everywhere.
turn one when he DNF'd.
Oh, I didn't really see. I just saw them side of the road. I mean, I got spun as well, I think.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna end that there. Let's go to Kevin or P2. Is there anything you want to say before asking questions?
Yeah, two things. One, well done to Ben.
For real.
Unbelievable. Yeah, just dominated from the back really, and happy birthday to Mayor, I guess. Gave him a good
Can I
present
mention?
today, so
Can I just say one thing? I had no practice for this race.
Okay,
Literally
Ben,
bare
that's
practice.
your
Same
that's where your interview would come in. Okay, Kevin, how do you overall think your race went?
it was up and down. I was really laggy at the start, so I didn't really know what was going on, and somehow I came out of there in second, and then early on with the first few safety cars, me and Ben decided not to box,
Go
and that was
strategy,
actually it was a
Go.
really good strategy.
Good.
I just want to put this out there that Ben stay in the box, and I told him not to. Just thought I'd put that out there, and it was so then we had like a there was another safety car, and when Mayor DNF with Track Racer, I broke my wing off Marcus, and then I boxed, and they didn't change the wing, so I had to box again, and then came back through from 13th to second. It was really like my last few laps was sweaty, really sweaty, but yeah.
Yeah, you were involved in lots of really close battles. At one point, it was 3 wide. How do you think that would have paid off?
Um, I try. I took a bit of a different approach. Usually, I like to back out of them, but I didn't want to do that today. I was just more they can back out. There was a few with Marcus. I think was just good racing. I mean, we both race each other often. We know how we drive, and we had a good battle. There was a few times it bulled over a bit, mainly just DRS chicken at the Ascari chicane. But that caused Marcus to drop down, but happens. And I was involved when Mare and Trout Racer crashed.
Yeah.
Thank
What
you,
did
Ben.
you What
I
did you see?
think that was Ben.
What did you see during
Ben,
that
this is
incident?
I have to advertise the team here, Ben.
And it's best team on the grid for sure. Best team ever.
And also, Jack's just piling me with the questions, so
Yeah.
anyway,
So
Jack, what were you saying?
I'll just move on
Move
there
on
because I
because
know
I've
Ben's
been here for 10
gonna
minutes.
yap on for about 20 minutes. Okay, Ben, is there anything you want to say before I ask you some questions?
Yeah, there was so much chaos going on. It was unbelievable. Just like from last, I was like, I wasn't expecting myself to win today, but like from last with the qualifying ban, I didn't know why till I realised I had too many penalty points. Climbed up through the old chaos everywhere. It's like everyone got off the start slowly. I think I overtook like 3 cars on the outside at turn one. It was well sick. And then I just like, as Kevin said earlier, we both started to stay out and waited for safe, not wait basically for another safety car. Didn't work out. Yeah, there was a safety car on lap 11, so we put onto the mediums and I just stretched, and it was quite an easy race.
Yeah, you were dominating that. I think it was around 14 seconds at the end you led that with. You'll have to post that overtake to overtake of the week. That will definitely be nominated to the final 3 overtakes. Overall, how do you think your race went?
Not that bad actually.
Yeah, okay. So did you see any of Mayor's incident involving
No,
Louise?
I don't think I've not seen a car in like I've not seen the back of a car in like 5 years, so I don't know what a car looks like now. So no.
Oh,
Were there any moments where you thought you might lose the win?
Yeah, I made.
quite a few.
Yeah, I made so many. I kept on rear locking at turn one. For Ascari as well. So then there was snaps. I thought, yep, with spin, crash, race over. I nearly did a Hamilton 2009. At the exit, Star Sector 2, sorry. Exit Sector 1. Yeah, that was basically the most part of the race I could have been there. I was out. And then, how did Track Racer and Mayor in contact?
From what Mayor said, he had nowhere to go. He get boxed in. He was in the barrier, and then he just collected Lewis with him. But I'm just trying to find out from drivers what actually happened because I haven't seen the clip yet. But I think we're gonna end that there.
Yeah.
On the hour and a half mark. So thank you all the drivers for attending round 11 at Monza, and thank you everyone who's watching on the YouTube live stream. We'll see you next week in Let me just check the calendar.
Hang on. I've just won overtake of the month for November as well. I'm just gonna take that.
No
Nice.
way. I should have won that. That's outrageous.
Oh, see you fucking later, mate.
As I'll see you guys
Yeah,
later
so what?
in Qatar.
See you later.